Alright, what's going on, guys? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about one of the new December champions that has been data mined, leaked by Otrix. So huge shout out to him. That guy just goes to work every month around this time. We start getting a whole bunch of new info. Also shout out to Trucos for making, they always make the dope art, you know? So yeah, DarkHawk. Now, they got the tech symbol, and so to be honest, I wasn't too familiar with this character, so I've been doing some research on him, and the tech absolutely makes sense. Tech for sure totally makes sense for this guy. Would be surprised if it wasn't tech. So yeah, basically in this video we're gonna break down this guy's like kind of his comic book backstory a little bit. Get into some of his abilities, his powers, what we could maybe expect for in-game abilities and powers. And then we're also going to be talking about who the other champion could be for December. Because so far, this has all been data mined, just DarkHawk. We don't know who the second champion is. And I have two theories on who I think it could be. And I think there's a pretty good chance that I'm right. It's in it being one of the two. If not, hey, that's cool. It's just a guess. Just taking a guess. But yeah, I think it's fun to guess, you know, and it's fun to make these videos. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Now let's get into it. So I got some of his powers and abilities up here on my phone. So I'm gonna read this off. So abilities. So he's a skilled combatant, but he's tech. So that's not really. I don't think that's gonna matter too much, unless they do like a combo meter type thing. But I don't know if we'll see that. He's pretty strong. He left 25 tons. That's pretty strong. Equipment. So basically, this guy he found an amulet, an alien type amulet that basically it makes him get this sick armor. Like, look how sick he is. It gives him this sick armor, and there's just so much that he can do with it. Like the DarkHawk armor is advanced technology matched with magic, allowing the host numerous superhuman capabilities. And yeah, super strength, super speed, superhuman durability, agility, reflexes, conjuration. He can summon weapons from the extra dimension expanse from where they came and manifest desired munitions from its own body at will. So this guy's specials are gonna look so cool. Just pulling out weapons from who knows where, pulling out ammo from who knows where. Maybe he'll have some crazy bleed shock type abilities. Like, who knows what kind of damage over time he'll be able to do if he starts getting some crazy weapons, you know. It says he's durable here, capable of striking off physical impacts, energy blasts, and most artillery fire. So maybe he'll have like some energy and physical resistances in the game. That'd be cool. Like, he'd take like less limbo damage, less degen from Dormammu, something like that, you know. So yeah, like some cool stuff like that. You never know. And so basically what he does is the actual guy's name is Chris. He transfers his consciousness into the DarkHawk's alien android while at the same time switches the robotic body's place with that of his own body. And basically, so where this comes into place is for self-repair. So basically his regen, which it would be in game if he gets regen. So what it could be, even major injuries to DarkHawk's body can be repaired by switching back to his human form. So maybe once you drop below like 50% health or 25% health, kind of like an Iron Man arc overload, you switch into like a human form or something, or you take off the armor and you start healing, but you don't. Maybe you lose like a whole bunch of your resistances, physical resistance, energy resistance, and maybe you take like a lot more damage. Like, maybe you lose a bunch of armor, like armor rating in the game, and you lose your literal armor, and so maybe you can't do bleeds or you can't do other abilities, but instead of dying you get like a crazy regen. And maybe if you heal back up you can get your armor back, or maybe once you use this you can't even get your armor back. Maybe they'll do something cool like that. That sounds really interesting. I actually think kind of like how Emma Frost can switch between her forms, maybe this guy will have something like that, but maybe once you switch there's no switching back. So it's like a one per fight, kind of like it saves you, kind of like Iron Man's Arc Overload, kind of like Hela's where you would die, you don't die, you get the indestructible. But in this case, you lose like abilities for it, you know, like a something like that. Maybe I think that'd be pretty cool. says DarkHawk has superhuman vision, has a telescopic and infrared vision. He can see through most camouflage. So maybe when I read that and I think in game, I think of true strike, true accuracy. So maybe he'll get some abilities like that, because if his vision's so good, maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll incorporate it somehow with true accuracy or true strike. That'd be pretty cool, I think. Force field, Chris can utilize a circular wafer thin force field. Maybe that'll be like when he's blocking, he'll have like a cool shielding animation that'll help his block proficiency when the armor's on or something like that. Concussion blast, he can fire blasts of destructive dark energy from the amulet on his chest. So maybe this will be like a sick L2, could put like crazy degen damage on them or incinerate damage on them or something crazy. Like, oh, I'm excited to see this guy's specials. I bet they're gonna be sick. And then mode shifting, talons, which I think are there's like 5 of these DarkHawk armor type things. I think they're called talons. Can morph their bodies into a host of augmentation forms, becoming transparent, doubling body armor, projecting greater weaponry, etc. So maybe he'll have some. Maybe once you use his L3, you can like double up on all of his abilities or something crazy like that. Could be some cool. There could be some really cool stuff. There could be some really cool stuff with this guy. I'm so excited to see him in game, and just really how he's gonna work. So those are a lot of his abilities. Yeah, it just sounds so cool. He's got like energy projection, so maybe that could do with power control in some form. Maybe a power lock, maybe a power drain, maybe a power burn from the amulet. There's just a lot of potential here with these abilities that could. Who knows what route Kabam's gonna take? I always find it interesting, like looking at a Marvel character, and like if you're Kabam, how are you gonna transport those abilities into the game? Because like when I think about like a champion or like a Marvel character like Void in the comics, like he is so overpowered, and like I would not think to make him a debuff heavy champion in game like that. Like I would never have thought of that. Like it's crazy how they like make the abilities from the comics. You know, it's really weird. So who knows? Like it's really, they could go any route with any of these abilities. They could really focus on a couple of them and just forget about a few of them. Like who knows? Like who is it? Like there's champions that have like regen, like Captain America. Like he regenerates faster than most, but like he doesn't have a regen in the game. You know, like abilities like that. Like characters have like minor abilities that aren't always incorporated in game, stuff like that. Yeah. So anything else about this guy is he's a West Coast Avenger, so he could be tagged as an Avenger. That'd be cool. I think he's going to be more of an attacking champion, just a guess though. Who knows? He could be a defensive champion. Some synergies. He's friends with Spider-Man, and he kind of has a thing, enemy / frenemy with Venom. So maybe we could see some cool synergies there. Who knows? There could be a lot of synergies. There's also he also like interacts with a lot of characters that are not in the game yet, like Spider-Woman. So if we see her, she could have a synergy with him. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got on this guy. That's pretty much it. Let's talk about who I think could be coming with this guy in December. So a tweet from Gabe, who works at Kabam. This guy, just so much work on the characters and the story of the game. Like it's crazy. He's a really cool guy. I talked to him at Comic-Con this year and last year, and he was giving us some teasers for like who's coming. So he said October is Symbiotes, November is Cosmic Gladiators, and I'm reading this right from his tweet. You guys can see. But I'm just it's on Twitter. Like I'm not saying what he told me at Comic-Con. Like it's on Twitter here. November's Cosmic Gladiators, Aegon Champion, and then December is Knight Riders. So like when you first hear Knight Riders, what's the first thing that pops in your head? Probably Ghost Rider. Unfortunately, no Ghost Riders coming. He said no, December is not a Ghost Rider event, although that would be cool. But I can say it will have a definite 90s flair to it. So yeah, I was hoping to get like a Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider or a Ketch Ghost Rider. DarkHawk actually affiliates with the Ketch Ghost Rider, so yeah, that would have been cool. But no Ghost Riders, that's okay. I think my guesses. So my first guess, and I don't know which one I think is more likely. I can make an argument for both, but the first one let's talk about is Night Thrasher. Now this guy, he has Knight in his name, so I don't know. I feel like he could definitely be coming, and him and DarkHawk have some history there, so I could definitely see this guy. It makes sense. The next champion I want to talk about, Nova. So Nova and Darkhawk are actually really good friends in the comics, so it could make sense. And the thing about Nova, the way I make it make sense in my head is people have been wanting Nova for so long, right? And what better time to put such a fan favorite character into the game than December? December is the money month, the make it rain month. That's when, like, it's Christmas time, man. That's when 80% of companies make a lot of their revenue. So I could definitely see Nova coming, and I think the timing would be good. So yeah, I think they could both make sense. Just my guess is, though, it could be a completely different champion. It could be a villain. Who knows? Just my guesses. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, though. It was really fun to make. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this when new characters get announced or data mined or leaked. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'd love to hear your guys' comments down below. What you think of Darkhawk, what you think, who's going to come with him. If you guys want Nova, let me know. I want Nova. I think he'd be sick to have in the game. And yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.